republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councilman Needham. Here. Councilman Barbie.
Here.
Supervisor Runyon. Here. Councilman Brown.
Here.
Councilman Volusia.
Here.
The first resolution is to approve the hiring of a part-time per diem attendant at the transfer station. So I'm going to bring that to the floor. Eugene, okay. See, I have your name correct.
So that was Eugene.
Yep, and I need a second.
You did the second.
Okay. Whereas the transfer station superintendent has expressed a need for a part-time per diem assistant that has the qualifications to operate the loader, and whereas the position was advertised on the town website, at the transfer station, and at the toll hall, be it resolved that after reviewing the applicants, the town board of the town of Thurman approves the hiring of somebody to begin work as of Saturday, July 25th, 2026, at a rate consistent with the union contract rate for that position. That is, I think, $22.75. I have this one. Did anybody here get anything?
No. Talked to a lot of people, nobody was interested in the weekends.
This is,
Shouldn't the resolution specify how many hours a week we're hiring them for? Because I think we talked about it.
60, 70, so,
Just
Saturday.
Saturday and Sunday.
yes.
not Wednesday, just Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So we could, yeah, my notes had been saying that.
Do you
Saturday,
want to add
Sunday.
that somehow?
Yeah,
So, what do you want to say?
on the first sentence, I guess, has expressed a need for a part-time per diem assistant that has the qualifications to operate the loader, or maybe we could put it at the resolved.
Yeah, I think it should be in the result. So,
Yeah.
in fact, you could just add it to the end of the sentence and say,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
that position.
Yeah.
um,
Work week will be Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah. My reasoning for that is that Wednesdays, the loader's not there, so I usually have to, so that
Okay.
would say, they
Makes
use the
sense.
loader during the week for the pit and stuff, okay, that's the reason behind that.
Work week will be Saturday and
Okay.
Sunday, transfer station operating hours.
7 to 3, right?
7 to 3. Okay, we can put 7 to 3.
So it's 2 days a week then?
2 days a week.
Wednesdays, we usually don't have a loader because it's in the pit or they're using it, so there's really no sense of that.
And you know what, you might want to add in Wednesdays as needed, in
Yeah.
case you want to take a day off.
Right,
Okay.
yeah, that's true.
And Wednesday has,
You know, I mean, I tried to find somebody just for even extra per diem, nobody wants to come.
I know they don't want to work weekends, but he's willing to. And I do believe that there are some certain weekends you might want to check with him that he might be
Yeah,
able
I've talked to Pat, he said he doesn't have any problems.
Yeah.
Share that with the rest of the board.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the applicant is Jeffrey Ackley. He's worked here before for the highway garage. He certified to run the loader. He has a CDL. What else do you want to see it? You can see it as it says. He can work the grader, bucket loader, but he'll only need the loader up there. Pretty sure, right?
Pat,
Yeah.
he has no problem.
They keep on working again.
I tried to get him to come back to the highway
I
department.
tried to get him part-time to plow.
Yeah, he don't want to plow. I already asked. Okay, so is there any, you want to see this?
This is only for the summer too, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is just for the summer.
Till fall, till it drops back off.
We probably ought to say that in the resolution.
Well, it was supposed to be part-time. That money's gonna run out,
So-
that money will run out, that we had
Yeah.
allocated.
In addition to what we just wrote in the resolve section, maybe we should say for the term, or for the duration of the summer until whatever date,
Yeah.
whatever the date is you want to pick.
Because the money we allocated will run out sometime in the fall.
Yeah, it depends on how many,
Right, exactly.
how about in keeping with the budgeted amount? You know, because there's
Yep.
almost 5,000, I think it's 4,800 left in that budget, which if he was working Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday the whole time,
Right.
he wouldn't even run out of money by the week of September. So if he's not gonna do Wednesday,
No, I really don't.
he
think
can go
it's-
further into the month, so I think
Exactly.
until the money runs out. However, for the duration of the summer, commencing at the completion of the budgeted amount, I'll say something like that.
Not commencing, ending.
What's that?
You mean ending
For the duration of the summer, okay,
once you've consumed the budget.
September, October, November.
whenever the money runs out, yeah, we can do that. Because that might bring him into fall, because you do still have the people coming up here till
Oh,
October.
yeah, they'll come right up until first snow. I've been watching my receipts for the last 2 years, and even January, February, March, where it used to slow right down, right? You know, a lot of people, and I think more of them are getting ready to pick up. They're all, you know, local, Thurman residents.
How about not to exceed the budgeted amount?
Yep.
And if you want, Cynthia, I can type this into this and send it to you in a Word document, so you have the full thing.
So we're gonna put Jeff's name on the blank.
Yeah, we'll put Jeffrey Ackley. Okay. And I'll do that, I'll type his name in there.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Any other discussion that you want to have before we vote? Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, yeah. All right. Second resolution is to approve the submission of an RFP seeking proposals for a feasibility study and construction costs for a 50 by 80 pavilion. Someone want to bring this to the floor? Yeah, Doug, and then Ed, you could be second. Okay. So Warren County Planning has been helping work on this proposal. They've done the majority of the work on this as far as all the wording. I've also gotten, well, it's all in the thing, I'll read it and then we'll go from there. Whereas the town of Thurman is the recipient of a smart growth grant in the amount of $35,000 for the purpose of hiring an engineer to complete a feasibility study, which would include the design and estimated costs, as well as ADA compliance requirements, and provide a document that can assist the town in obtaining grant funding for the implementation of the project. And whereas an RFP has been completed with the assistance of the Warren County Planning Department, Warren County Purchasing Department, and various professionals at the Department of Environmental Conservation, Division of Lands and Forests. And whereas this grant requires submission to New York State Certified Minority and Women-Owned Business Enterprises, as well as New York State Certified Service Disabled Veterans, be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Thurman approves the submission of an RFP seeking proposals from NWBE and SDBOB qualified engineers. Okay, and then in your packet, I think it's like 15 or 18 pages of this proposal. So I need board approval before I can send this out to all of the minority and women-owned businesses and disabled vets that are on the list that I get from these organizations.
So in your resolution, I think this sentence, it's something doesn't make sense. It said would include the design and estimated costs. I mean, when you're talking about estimated cost of what? Because this is the design, you're hiring the engineering for, you're contracting for engineering services. What estimated costs are we talking about?
The estimated costs for whatever they decide as far as what it's gonna cost for the whole project. For the pavilion itself, for the ADA compliancy, anything else. that
So
they-
you're talking about to prepare a cost estimate.
Yes,
Okay, then I think we need to rewrite this. So feasibility study, which would include,
they're gonna design, well, they're not gonna build it, but they're gonna design it.
I would say it would include the necessary design documents and an engineering cost estimate.
Engineering cost estimate, well,
Or an engineer's cost estimate. I mean, to say estimated cost, I mean, it's confusing the way, because that doesn't say what you, it's not saying what you're intending it to say. I hate to be picky about it, but it's not grammatically correct.
all right, so it would include the necessary design and engineered cost estimate, isn't that sort of the same?
Estimated cost makes it sound like the estimated cost to build it, or, I mean,
It would
that's
be,
not, I didn't say that right. Tell you what, just make it say estimated cost of construction.
okay,
Just take the S off and say of construction afterwards.
all right, that's fine, that works good. Which would include the necessary design and estimated cost of construction. Okay.
Did you get that?
I'll type it in for her anyway, I always fix it, and I always, if anything changes, I do it in Word, so she has it to copy and paste for the minutes.
Yep.
Right.
I just have one question about what we're talking about here. How did we arrive at the size of 50 by 80?
To fit the ice rink inside of it with room, I think it would be like 40 by 65 is the ice rink, so we'd have about a few feet around the edges
So,
of the ice rink.
so the ice rink that we have it's just a recreational ice rink. It's not like a regulation, the hockey size.
It is hockey size, it's 40 by 65.
Regulation hockey rink's a lot bigger
Well, it came with hockey, goalie
Yeah.
things and stuff.
I think that's just like for kids to play. I mean, it's not a competitive size ice rink. Competitive size ice rink is way bigger.
Well, our ice rink, I think, is 40 by 65.
Okay.
So that left me about 5 feet because of the way the pillars will take up space on the concrete. So we need a little bit bigger than what that would be.
I mean, I just want to make sure that what we're building is going to suit the intent that you're trying to go for, because it sounds like from what you said before that you want to bring people to town
Right.
to rent space or to rent ice time.
Well, not just that, like, but we could have a flea market up there, our summer concerts will be up
Sure.
there, they'll have a dance floor area there.
And those things are all like, you can
Similar
make
to
it,
Stony Creek.
you can make it any size you want for
Yeah.
those things. But when you start talking about something like hockey, the ice rinks are specific sizes, regulations.
You're sizing it to the one that we had.
Right, rather than do a regulation
Yeah.
size.
This
is
What we
just-
got, so we gotta go a little bit bigger than what we had. and make it
Yeah.
work.
Well, because the pillars, when they
Yeah,
pour
you
the
have a post
concrete.
and you need people wanna stand.
Well, most of the people, the comments I've heard, they want to sit on the same platform with a band with no
Yeah.
walls in front.
Yeah.
And this would be perfect.
And-
That's about the average size of the other ones around town.
Yeah.
50 by 80. And that's about what we could deal with up there and what we own,
Well, see,
lot size.
we've always had our regular pavilion plus the weight tent. When you add up that square footage, it's pretty large.
So I guess where I'm going with this is what I was suggesting is rather than specify and tell the engineer, this is the size we want, have him evaluate what we're trying to do and tell us what size fits our needs.
Mm.
Because maybe he'll come back and say, well, it really should be 60 by 100. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're dictating the size of it. We don't even know if that size is right. Because having only 5 feet around the sides, if you're gonna have like spectators, parents coming to watch a hockey game,
Mhm.
they don't usually just stand around the boards, and having only 5 feet doesn't leave much room for people to stand around it. So ultimately, you may end up wanting a different size rink than what you're specifying. And if you lock the engineer into it, and he designs this, and then later on we go, that didn't really work. You might want something different.
In section 2, though, it does say approximately,
Right.
says approximately 50 by 80. It says 50, actually, yeah, 50 by 80, approximately. So, I mean, that's up for discussion when they.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're limited to what you can actually build up there for the distance across it too.
Yeah.
That'd be a good start. I mean, it can,
Yeah, I just don't wanna see him locked into something
no,
and find
I
out
don't
that
think
that's
we'll-
all the money we have or something that, like, cause that's all we appropriated, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be,
We can, we can make anything happen, yeah.
So just make it approximately 50 by 80.
Yeah, that's what it says in the, it says approximately in the RFP. I'll tell you, I don't know how
well,
those.
the notice professional says cost estimates for a 50 by 80, doesn't say that's approximate.
No, it doesn't say it on this page.
Yeah,
Should be, but I can add that.
I would, that would be my recommendation is to make it,
Okay, I can do that.
Yeah, 'cause you might want it bigger, always go bigger.
Oh, let's go bigger. No, I don't know, 50 by 80, I mean, we measured it up there.
Yeah,
Pretty good
it's gonna
size.
be tight, it'll be tight with a piece of ground you have, 80 feet. Yeah.
everything I've ever built needs to be bigger. I'm telling you, it's just the way things work,
Mhm.
so,
Yeah, no one ever wants to go smaller.
No.
Yeah,
so,
I think
So-
pretty much.
I think my requirement is I need to have at least 60% of it from a minority and women-owned business, and then 6% from disabled veterans. So, I have to send this out to every single one on the list, no matter where they are in the state. It's quite a bit of people.
We went through that when we built the last bridge.
But we do have some local.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
There's some
Yeah,
local
very
people.
They did very good work too.
Who was it?
There was hiring people from up on the reservation.
Oh,
They did the
oh yeah, Pat
rebar.
told me about that, yeah.
They're very nice, very good,
Mhm.
very thorough.
Okay, is there any other discussion on it? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
I,
Opposed? Start working on that. I did, when I went down to my county meeting, um,
you got those ones first.
yeah, I got those. Okay, there are 2 bills here. One is Peckham. They came in, they're from when the paving was done back in June. One is from May. They didn't get paid with the last, meeting. And Pat needs these to file for chips. I think it's due August 8th, so there won't be enough time to wait to pay them. So these are the bills, they're small, they're $1,245. And then this other one is from Mike Colvin. And what happened here is, for some reason, Microsoft 365, which is our email and our Word and Excel and all that, wasn't taking my credit card. So Mike Colvin put it on his personal card to keep us running, because they actually shut our email down over it. And I want to reimburse him as quick as possible. So I have a resolution, I'll have to do it to the floor, but, just to approve these 2 bills to be paid.
So
Prior.
those are ones that were added to a previous abstract, or what are these?
This is the next abstract, it's abstract 8, it's our August abstract, but it's just allowing me to pay them now instead of waiting for the meeting. Like a prepay like these up here,
Okay,
and they're listed on here. So,
so do you wanna state a resolution? for
yeah,
us?
resolution to approve 2 invoices from abstract 8 for Peckham and Mike Colvin.
In the amount of,
In the amount of, well, Peckham is in the amount of $247.10 and $998.12. Mike Colvin is $311.64. And I'll type this all up for you, Cynthia. So yeah. Okay.
that's the resolution, I'll make the motion.
Second.
All right, let me just sign the first page. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And then the discussion item I have is when I was at the county, I was talking to Kevin Garrity about our cemetery situation. Ethan Gaddy from county planning was there, and he said that they do cemetery planning like what we need done. So yesterday I had meetings again. I brought a copy of the cemetery plot that we had done already, the survey that we had already received. And I brought it down there and Real Property scanned it in. It's gonna send it to Ethan and I'll find out if they can help us funding the cemetery. He said that they do it.
Okay, so along those lines, I did call, Don Dara, I
Uh-huh.
spoke to him. He said they have all the field work done. He apologized profusely for not wrapping this up. He said that he would pull it that afternoon and talk to his guys and that he will be sending me something.
Oh,
He indicated like within a day or two, but it's been more than that. So if I don't hear something by early next week, I will call him again. But he knows that it's
Yeah.
long overdue. He knows he's got to get it done.
Yeah.
He's committed to getting it done.
mhm.
So I'll give him another week or so, and if he doesn't get it done, I'll just tell him to go someplace else.
Okay.
So,
Yeah,
They're all busy.
they're all busy, yeah, exactly. And this you already know you're gonna pick up, so that's good.
Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. And plus of them plants.
Yeah.
I got a list to pick up. I better write it down.
Did you hear anything about the burn plant closing? Anybody? The burn plant that it was closing?
I heard that rumor, maybe it's just a rumor. I heard that the same day I heard the rumor about Finch shutting down, so I don't.
No, big thing I'm hearing is Fisher Prime.
Yeah.
they're not closing, they're just not buying
Not buying.
stickwood pulp anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna affect a lot of people. Okay.
So do you wanna let Jeff know he's got to work
Yeah,
on Saturday?
yes.
Great,
Thank you,
that's
guys.
all
I
I have.
appreciate it, I appreciate
Do you need him to come in and fill out paperwork, or has he already been an employee, so?
He's been an employee, I just gotta make sure he doesn't wanna change anything, but, yeah, all I had to fill out was an application, that's what he got. So, but he's been,
I'll have to touch base.
yeah, if he wants anything different,
I'll find out.
yeah, how he wants to check with the
Because
check.
I'll have to have Kathy set me up some different, sheets for.
Oh, for time, yeah,
I'll
okay,
have to put his name on it
yeah,
and give me some,
yeah, all right,
for when I make out payroll.
yeah, I'll
Okay.
ask you to do that.
Thank you. It'll be good.
Check is more than likely he'll probably work it up till first day of hunt season.
I'm
After that,
He'll work till the money runs out, that's how long he's
up season.
When does that start? November though, right?
Early.
September 26th.
All
Bonus
right,
season.
well, we know.
That's when I'm done.
That's when you're gone. Okay. All right, well, then you're up for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Okay.
Favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay.